Hi everybody, my name's Doug Wilson, and this is Yellow Hawk Custom Kydex. I have a couple of sheath systems to show you guys. This channel is now dedicated toward what the clients want. And usually a client wants to see his sheath or his sheath system on a video on my channel. It's one of the most prolific questions I get, right? Doug, are you going to do a client video on my sheath, right? Yes. Usually I do, all right? So the first one is Leather Elite. Now this is full grain leather over Kydex. So I have a special way that I bond the leather to the Kydex so that it ain't coming off. Fun fact, fun story. Guy, he's a guide in Alaska. Ordered a sheath, ordered a Leather Elite because he wanted the best of both worlds. Was crossing a river at night, lost his knife. Right? I don't know how he lost it. It wasn't operator. I don't know how he lost it. I think he dropped it in the river. The whole rig. He was carrying it for some reason. I don't know. Because it wasn't, he said he wasn't wearing it. So, anyway, he couldn't find it. So he had to go back the next morning to find it. And when he did, he found it, dried it out. He says, perfect. It's been going strong ever since. So that's a good testimonial on how tough these are. All right. This is green Herman Oak leather. It's dyed green. This is what the client wanted. I happen to have a sheet of it here that he liked. Goes pretty good with the handle. Nice contrast. Okay. So this is a Leather Elite. It's got a flip out ferro rod on the front. A face mount plate on the front. Now this plate makes the front of the sheath a little bit stronger because you got to put a lot of pressure on a ferro rod when you strike it, right? And having some Kydex there underneath of it is beneficial. So clockwise, always clockwise, turn it until it hits the bumper, then lift it over the bumper and seat it. It seats right down there behind the bumper. Okay? Raptor dangler system, clips into the belt clip, right? Most guys just keep this on their belt, right? And then they use their knife accordingly, right? If they want to take it off and put the knife somewhere else with the belt clip, using the belt clip, they can do that. And then when they want to go back to the dangler, they just clip it back into the dangler assembly. Okay, Raptor dangler assembly. We also have a tech mount here. Okay, push the paddle. There's a paddle right here, right? Push the paddle, release the clip. This is an assembly that I put on the clip. I bolt it to the clip. Okay, and that allows him to rotate this clip wherever he wants, however he wants. If he wants it vertical, vertical, right? If he wants it canted, canted. Okay? And these things are rock solid. They're solid. I like them. This is the first rotating system I've come across in a while, a couple of years, that I actually like and that I think works well. Okay? So I have them in stock if you're interested. Here's one thing with these things. It does lift the clip up off the sheath about 1/4 of an inch. Okay? I personally don't care about that. I don't like my knife jammed up into my belly fat. I don't like that. It feels weird. So I'm okay with it hanging off a little bit, right? Give it a little play, get your hands in there, whatever, right? So, tech mount, all right? Let me put this guy back in. So, Leather Elite. They're a little pricey, right? It's like buying 2 sheaths, right? Not quite that expensive, but it's like buying 2 sheaths. And this process that I use to bond the leather to the Kydex takes me longer than building the sheath itself. Okay? Because there's a drying period involved. And I tell you, it's got to go just right or I won't like it. Right? I sometimes, well, can't remember the last time I did it, but I will scrap a sheath that I'm not satisfied with. Usually I take my time, I do it right, and it comes out right the first time. So this one did. Okay? Bark River Bravo 1, CPM 3V. Beautiful knife. Good choice. No rattle, no rhythm, no wriggle, no roll. Okay, there's that one. Leather Elite. If you're interested in a Leather Elite, just text me. Texting is the easiest way to get a hold of me. If you call me and I don't recognize the number, I'm probably not going to answer. Okay? Because I'm very clear about how I need guys to contact me. Text me. That does one thing. That gives me a record of what's being said. If you call me and we talk on the phone, that's fine. We can do that. But text me first, right? But if you call me and we talk on the phone, there's no record of that. And I don't like that. That doesn't sit well with me. There have been just a couple of occasions where guys were like, I didn't ask for that. It's like, yes, you did. Here it is, right here in this text. Oh, I didn't mean that. Okay? So, anyway, it's just CYA, both ways. Okay? Operator, I just call it black and gray. It's got a name. Operator Kydex. Black and gray. It's got a civvy clip on it. These are a little smaller than Tech Locks. A little bit smaller. Okay? There is a difference. You can tell the difference. Okay? It's not a whole lot smaller, but it is smaller. All right? I believe it's a little thinner, too. Just a little. Okay? The knife is a Beckwith Covert. Nice knife. Comfortable in the hand. You would think this blocky handle isn't comfortable. It is. No big deal. There it is. No rattle, no rhythm, no wriggle, no roll. Okay? The number one reason guys buy a Kydex sheath for their knife is because they're tired of the sloppy retention of leather. Okay? And a lot of guys have lost their knives due to a sloppy leather sheath. Okay? There are ways to fix a leather sheath if it's made of the right type of leather. It's got to be veg tan. Veg tan is the best leather for wet forming. If you wet form it, then you got a degree, right? You get a degree of decent retention, but it's nothing like Kydex. Nothing like this, right? Other than the traditional smell, feel, and nostalgia of leather, you know, that feeling you get. Other than that, I can't believe more guys don't go with Kydex. For field use, Kydex is the best material. Okay? You can argue with me if you want. Okay? But I've been venturing out into the field for over 40 years. Okay? And okay? So there it is. This is a basic belt carry Yellow Hawk Customs sheath. No rattle. All right. Look, Mom, no rattle. Use this. All right, guys, that's it. This is Doug Wilson from Yellow Hawk Custom Kydex. Thanks for watching. And thanks for Thanks for supporting veteran-owned Yellowhawk Customs. We'll see you on the next one.